Okay, let's talk about something I know a lot of you have felt. You know your English is correct, grammatically speaking, but it just doesn't sound, well, natural, right? It's this tiny little difference, but honestly, it's the secret key to unlocking real fluency. So today, we're going to crack the code on the small words that make a huge difference, those adjective and preposition combos.
It's such a common feeling, especially for advanced learners. You've put in all the hard work, you've memorized vocab, you've got the grammar rules down pat, but there's still that final layer of polish that's missing. Well, the good news is, the solution is probably way simpler than you think.
I like to call this the fluency gap. You know, it's that subtle space between English that's technically perfect and English that's genuinely natural and expressive. It's really the difference between just being understood and actually connecting with the person you're talking to.
And the bridge across that gap? It's often found in some of the smallest words we have. Prepositions. Yeah, I'm serious. It's all about how they pair up with adjectives. These little combinations are the secret ingredient that's going to make you sound so much more authentic.
So what exactly are we talking about here? It's what's known as an adjective plus preposition collocation. Just think of it like this. The adjective and the preposition are best friends. They're a fixed pair that almost always show up together. For instance, you're always interested in something, right? You're never interested on it or at it. Now, these pairings don't always follow some grand logical rule. They're just patterns you get a feel for over time.
So why should you care about this so much? I mean, really, well, mastering these isn't just about sounding a little bit better. It seriously boosts your accuracy, it makes your speech flow so much more naturally, and this is a big one, it's absolutely crucial for high-level academic and professional writing. This is how you really elevate your English from just good to truly great.
All right, enough theory. Theory's great, but let's get into the practical side of things. I'm about to give you a brand new toolkit filled with the most common patterns so you can literally start using them today.
So, here's where we can start seeing some order in the chaos. As a general rule of thumb, we tend to use of when we're talking about qualities. We use to for reactions and comparisons. For usually comes up when we're talking about a purpose or reason, and in is often for skills or involvement. Think of this as your little mental cheat sheet. Now, let's see how they work in the real world.
First up, capable of. This is a perfect example of using of to describe a quality or an ability someone has. You are never capable to do something or capable for something. Nope, it is always, always capable of.
Next, let's look at superior to. See how to is used here for a comparison? It's the same for other words too. Something can be superior to, inferior to, or similar to something else. That little preposition to is what creates that link between the two things being compared.
Now let's talk about for. This one is a classic, especially in a professional setting. Responsible for connects a person directly to their job or their purpose. It is an absolute powerhouse phrase in any workplace.
And finally, we've got in. We use this one a lot for skills or when talking about situations. So you're successful in an attempt, you're skilled in a certain craft, or you're involved in a project. See? The word in kind of places you right inside the action.
Okay, so you've got the basics down. You're feeling good. Now, let's level up. We're getting to the really advanced stuff now, the part that truly separates fluent speakers from the absolute masters. This, my friends, is the pro move.
Just think about this for a second. Can swapping one tiny little word, like changing at to for, completely flip the entire meaning of what you're trying to say? The answer is a resounding yes. And let me tell you, getting this right is a total game changer.
This is the classic example right here. If you say someone is good at something, you're talking about their skill, their talent. He's good at playing the piano. But if you say something is good for you, that means it's beneficial. You know, like vegetables are good for your health. See that? A completely different meaning, and the only thing that changed was one tiny preposition. And hey, just to show you how deep this rabbit hole goes, there's even a third option. To be good to someone means you're kind to them. So you've got skilled, beneficial, and kind. 3 totally different ideas, all starting with the word good. And the only difference is the preposition. Isn't that wild?
Here's another one that's so important. We get angry with or at a person. Our anger is directed right at them. But we get angry about a situation or a thing. So, for example, she was angry at his behavior.
The focus is on him, the person. But you would say, I was angry about the delay. The focus there is the situation. Getting these little pairs right can literally prevent some serious misunderstandings.
So the big question is, how do you actually get good at this? Well, it's not about trying to memorize 1,000 different lists. It's really about building a new habit, a new way of listening to the English around you. Here is a super simple 3-step plan to make this all second nature. First, become an English detective. Just start noticing these patterns when you're reading or listening to anything. Second, test yourself. Do some practice exercises just to check your knowledge. And third, and this is the most important step, use it or lose it. Actively challenge yourself to use just one new combination in your speech or writing every single day. So, to wrap this all up, what are the big things to remember? 1. These combos are fixed phrases, not just random guesses. 2. They are absolutely essential if you want to sound natural. 3. As we just saw, the right preposition can completely change your meaning. And 4. Nailing these is a true sign that you've reached an advanced, sophisticated level of English fluency.
And with that, I'm just going to leave you with one final thought. Please don't try to learn all of them at once. That's a recipe for disaster. Just pick one. Maybe it's responsible for, or maybe it's the difference between good at and good for. So my question to you is, which adjective and preposition combo are you going to master first?